Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today on Tallidus Plays, we continue our Steel Artery playthrough on the Sanctum Special. And we have made our first journey here, albeit brief. We've gone from Tides Jewel over to this other tidal location, which is a coastal region, mainly because it's got the essential elements that we're looking for. Water, dirty and clean. We've got fish, we've got coal, and we've got iron ore. So we are kind of expanding the train in this particular episode. We are looking to do another chassis section. So we're going to go to B for build, go to locomotion, and we want to click chassis. So again, there's really only one way. We could put it theoretically. Yeah, we can't even put it in front. So this is officially the front of the train now. So we can only add to the back. So we'll click that. And when this gets added on, we need to add a couple of quality of life things, mainly a new cabin space. We might actually make this like a full service area where we've got cabins, we've got toilets, showers. Where's the shower at currently there? So we need a new toilet, new shower, and also a new eatery. So maybe a new cleaner station as well. If you do see the summary, you'll see that we do have a little bit of dirt on the ground. Again, you can kind of hover over any issue and it usually highlights it. We got a dirt up here. We got a dirt back here. Not the end of the world, but that means the cleaners are not quite keeping up with their tasks. So we will expand here. I'm going to go to full speed, and we will let the builders do their job. Eventually, they will become building once they get all the materials ran over here. Copper is my next concern because we don't have any copper ore on board. So we need to look for the next zone that might have copper. And it occurs to me that that's not going to be for a little while, actually. What's here? We've got gold and coal. That's all well and good, but where is the copper? I think it might be all the way down here. Yes, look at that. Copper ore. So we're going to have to go to this region. We're almost going to be at Heathermore before we get copper. And yes, copper is instrumental in creating copper parts. So that's going to be the next bottleneck. As you can see, our storage for copper parts, we only have about 182 left. And it costs 100 to build a chassis. So, if you're doing the math along with me, that means, yeah, we're going to be out before long. So, let's do a couple things. Namely, I want to build a gate. We don't want to leave too much space between gates. We've got one here near the front. We've got one here in the middle so far. I'm going to put one maybe a little bit further back here. Let's build just some basic things, right? We want to do services. I think we're going to do a toilet, a drinking barrel. We're going to do an eatery. These are all kind of common services area, and a shower. So, toilet, drinking barrel, eatery, shower. I don't know if it has any sort of debuff if they're near each other. I don't think it's quite that complex. We'll put the open frames like so. And of course, structural blocks above all of them. And then the idea is this is going to be the base of an eventual kind of cabin block. So 1, 2, 3... space 1, 2, 3, and look at that. It actually kind of works out because we can keep lining this with the structural blocks, so that will work. And of course we need a ladder to connect everything, so we'll do that. And that's not too shabby. You know, that gives us a little bit of an extension. I think at this point would be a good time to put in our gate, so we'll do that here. I think that's technically considered a I think it's extraction. No, here's the gate. Maintenance. Okay, gate is maintenance. Okay. And then, of course, a carrier. So we need a cleaner station, cleaning up filth, hauling unpleasant cargo. So we'll put a cleaner station right here on the ground floor. Again, we need to do frames to fill in the gaps, and then we'll do structural blocks across the top like so. And yes, more cabins. We're hitting a bit of an energy crisis. My people are getting quite tired because there's not enough cabins. So we want to keep that at a minimum. Look at that. 3 out of 9 cabins are free. So ideally, we have more people using the cabins because they can afford it, but that's a tricky thing. We need the people to be paid well enough for that to happen. So we'll do services. Again, cabins, costs, resources. Put 4 there. These are iron plates, iron parts, glass, furniture, and then, of course, the labor to build them. Keeping an eye on what we have. Furniture is actually a big issue. We've only got 77 left. It's only 2 furniture per and 8 glass per. So we're okay in glass. Furniture, that is going to become an issue sooner than later. So we will probably want to research furniture production sooner than later. Speaking of research, let's check our research tree. We have recently done the assembly workshop, which is what assembles gears. So we will build that, I think, next. Also, we want charcoal and wood cutting. So we have to build, well, we have to get wood cutting first. So yeah, we'll unlock wood cutting and then charcoal. Yeah, so we can manufacture charcoal from wood. And if my logic doesn't deceive me, that means that we could get coal from using the lumber in various wooded regions in the game. So it kind of opens up our ability to get that kind of very all-important coal resource, because the train doesn't move without coal. So on that front, let's go ahead and get an assembly working. We want production. We need the assembly workshop. And this is what I was worried about. It's just a little bit too large to squeeze in anywhere. Maybe we could put it up front. See, I was kind of hoping to save this space for like other things, but we really need gear production. So we need to get the gears. Yeah, we need to get geared up here, folks. I think we're going to put a ladder here. Does it make sense? And then, let's see, structural block across the engine. Yeah, I think this is where the gear workshop's going to go. So this uses simple parts to make gears, so we'll have to put a storage here as well. Eventually, this resource pile will be deconstructed. When it empties out, I think this is going to be like an open space. But yeah, it's not empty yet, so let's go back. It's a shame, too, because that's almost the exact size. Yeah, that's the size of a production workshop. That's funny. All right, let's put this... I think we're going to put it right up against the side. And then we could put the storage. This is a warehouse for fish. Is a warehouse considered maintenance? Yes. This will be where we store our built gears. And then where do we put the gears? No. There they are. Okay. Cool. So this will take iron parts from wherever they are and turn them into gears. We do need planks to build this. Do we have planks? Yes, we have some. Okay, good. Keep that in mind. Looking good. And then we'll do the woodcutters. We might be able to put the woodcutters back here. This would probably be, I guess, what am I thinking? Extraction. Woodcutter house. Okay, so... Oh, that's water gather. So we need woodcutter. Oh, wow, this is pretty big. We'll put it down here. So he's going to get wood, and then how do we burn that in? Production, I assume. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking woodcutter, gather. We have all that. How does the charcoal work? Oh, it's a recipe in the industrial furnace, which is here. Interesting. So this can produce coal by using logs. So we don't want to enact this yet because, again, apparently, I'm not sure if this is true, but apparently it only produces if you have everything required. Let's try that out, actually, and see. Yeah, if we click this, we'll see if this actually, like, produces. Like, will this still send out coal? Producing. Waiting for production start. Okay. We'll see if it has any iron ingots. That'll be telling. If this goes up, then we're okay. Waiting for production start. Yeah, see, it's keeps saying waiting for production start. We should see some change here. Not enough resources. Okay. So that's the concern I had. So if we click off of produce coal, then boom, this should immediately start producing. Wait for that to actually kick in. It's still saying not enough resources. We have only iron. Oh, that just drained itself. Oh, that was my bad. Okay, putting the coal in. That should put the iron ore in. Fast forward time here. What is the problem here? There we go. Okay, now waiting for production. It still says waiting for production start. Not enough resources. Did I break it? Also, if you hold shift with the WASD, you can kind of move around a little bit faster with the camera. Get a little warp. Again, Z goes to the back, X goes to the middle, and C goes to the front of the train. So that's kind of a quick way to hop around your train and get an eye. There we go. Production is okay. Although, I don't know why, because all the ore got sucked up. I guess that's because... Oh, it needed to be completely full to start. That's right. So it needed to have 200 iron ore in order to start producing anything. So we're going to avoid initiating that until we actually start getting wood from the woodcutter. But yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting. The fisherman is fishing, so we do have food. Dirty water is getting maxed out, which is great. Plenty of dirty water on board. Clean water, a little dicey. It's still going up, but could be better. This is a big concern here. We are almost completely out of coins. If we go to all 3.7 thousand coins, but the problem here is that I don't think we're providing enough services to get coins back into our treasury. And until we start mining gold and actually minting our own coins, we are reliant on the people on the train to spend in order to stimulate our economy. If they don't spend, then we don't have any money with which to pay them. So it's the classic stimulus fallacy here. We need them to spend their money so that we can afford to pay them money. If they don't spend it, then we run out and we're in trouble. So let's see. This could be one of the instances with a soft lock. Again, it's possible in this game to soft lock yourself, where effectively, see right now, we are zeroed out. We have no money left. Treasury is basically the only thing that has any money. So we'll see. If we don't have enough money to pay anyone, we're just going to have a train full of paupers. See, how are we looking? 6% rich, 50% middle class, 39% poor, 6% beggars. That's actually not a bad ratio. That's a pretty good, right? The middle class is about half the train. Not a whole bunch of rich, not a whole bunch of, poor or beggars. We have some poor, about a third of the people. These are the people doing all the actual work. Yeah, they actively look for the work. The middle class, they're doing the work. They're taking care of themselves. So we'll see. Maybe it was a little bit, hot-headed for me to make all these structures. Oh, we need to select fish for this eatery. There we go. That way they were able to actually provide said fish. And again, these are all services. The toilet is a service, believe it or not. The fish is a service. What does this cost? Iron parts? Are we out of iron parts? No, we still have plenty. Okay. I just queued up a bunch of building projects, so we're kind of catching up on that front. So as the sun sets on day 7, we will see if our economy can spring back into action here, or if we are in trouble. We'll see. Oh, this number is the number of research points that we have. Got it. And this is the number of unread guide elements. Like all of these things. We'll just click through. We know most of this. What about train movement here? Train also requires functional engines. They power, fuel type, and so. Oh, each engine type has its own characteristics. And then train speed depends on the total available power and the entire engine's weight. Got it. Yeah, obviously, the bigger the train, the slower it goes, unless you add engines. And apparently, there might be different types of engines. I was not aware of this. Let's go to B, locomotion. There is a second engine type. It's an improved version of the first engine. Interesting. Oh, well, the more you know. All right, well, we're going to let time go at super speed here while they kind of catch up on construction. Oh, we need a dirty water. We need an extra dirty water storage, which not a bad idea, to be honest. Why don't we put one right next to the engine? Since it fuels the engine, this actually wouldn't be a bad spot to do that. Warehouse 1. Yeah, right. Thinking right here, to be honest. Let's do it. Let's just store dirty water. And then eventually we'll put a coal one somewhere around here. We might turn this into coal storage. Once this empties out. What we could do is just build a glass, plank, furniture, and well, we will have gear storage right here. But we'll see. Those will eventually empty out on their own. Again, we want minimal yellow bars here. The Forger Workshop is not working because... What's the problem? It needs more dirty water? No storage space for products. And this is producing iron parts. Are we full on iron part storage? Or not? Hold on. Warehouses. We have plenty of... We should have plenty of space for iron parts. What am I missing here? No storage space for products. Okay, we probably need a new carrier. I think the carriers are overworked right now. Yeah, see this carrier station. Shift not started, sleep. This one is working. See, they're moving fish around. Yeah, I think that might be a huge error on my part. Carrier is only one carrier per shift. So we've got one person. Oh, I guess there's two carrier stations. But yeah, we basically have two carriers supplying the entire train with all the various items needed. And of course, the bigger the train gets, the harder it is to move about. So we need to build a new carrier station. What I think I'll do is put one in this vicinity. So let's do that. We'll do a structural block here. You know what I'm actually going to do? We'll control. We will clear out these cabins and we'll put it down here. B service, or sorry, maintenance carrier station. Yeah, let's do like 2, I think, here. We'll do 1 here. And we're going to actually clear out these cabins. Clear out all 3 of these. We need this space for more pressing matters. And clearly, I can't build all that right now. So we're changing the plan, folks. Maintenance carrier station. We'll build 2 carrier stations here so they can hop down the ladder and start moving items around the train. We have a 3 spot here. We'll figure out what to put there. All right. We've made a couple of decisions here. This is going to kind of clear things up on the train. But I think this is a good time to pause for our little playthrough series here. So if you've made it this far, please feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Tallidus Plays.